Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. I want to talk about my favorite scene in this whole episode. Not just my favorite scene, I want them to find a way to make this character permanent. Okay? I want them to find a way. I don't care what they got to work on the budget, somebody got to go. Oh, wow. You all guess what scene I'm talking about. Betty. Yo, Betty, the minute that butler left, it was just like there was a power dynamic that just vastly shifted. And she just took charge. She practically walked around like it was her own home. Okay. She laid down a law. She was like, listen, this is what's going on. You're gonna sit there and sell it. I don't care how you do it, it's not my problem. Get it done. She started literally giving Ava orders in her own damn house. It was like, this is not even up for debate at this point. And made sure that she called her mom. Now, when Ava called her mom, apparently she was going on some hot date or whatever to Pawtucket or something like that. And so, Ava's sitting there worried and everything like that. She goes back, because, I guess the woman's outside. And, she starts demanding, like, no, you need to sit there and call it off or whatever. I don't want this guy near, near my mom or whatever. Like she actually thinks that she still has some sort of control. It's Listen, I like Ava, but like you talking to this woman like you're telling her what to do. Like that's not how this works. Um then there was just one point that woman slapped the living piss out of Ava. I sat there, I had to sit there and rewind this twice. I was like, okay, I know I had a long day. But like did that really just happen? Like I said, I don't know who this chick is, but they need to sit there and bring her in permanently. I don't care how they do it. They need to sit there. I don't care who they get rid of at this point. They just need to bring her in. Frank needs to find a way to make the budget work. I don't care. That's just my request. Of course, Sonny walked in and you just walk into a situation where it's like you just feel the energy, like what's going on, like what's up. He walked in there. He was just like he just felt like this tension between those two. But Ava got to sit there and play ball. Now in the previews, it maybe seemed like she's gonna sit there and tell her the truth. She's gonna sit there and tell Sonny the truth. Finally, it was like day one. I'm like, Ava, what are you doing? You're not in the mob anymore. You don't have those connections. You can't sit there and take this on by yourself. Austin Smith, you're telling that to. I don't give a damn what Austin says. Listen, you have access to probably the most powerful godfather or whatever in Port Charles. It's what happened. Did the smack actually got some sense into you or something like that? Like, and not even a smack. I mean, like she slapped the living piss out of her. Okay. I may sit there and just rewind that again, just for funsies. So you got that going on, right? Oh, Gordon. Poor Gordon. This is what happens when you're too greedy. He wanted more money, and Mason was not happy that Sonny was involved, and that Austin somehow got Sonny involved. This guy's like, yo, listen, you have to give me more money, or we're gonna sit there and tell Sonny what y'all doing. Just looking at a guy like Mason, that's not something you want to sit there and just threaten. You don't want to sit there, like certain people you can just sit there and just kind of feel their vibe and be like, yo, this isn't a good idea. But of course he did. He was greedy. And well now he's dead. So there you go. Um, Liz that they're putting Dex on Dex on notice, and Dex is just being just really nice, right? Um, Dex is that they're trying to follow them around, and Liz is like, "What are you doing?" And of course, for some, she mentioned the whole thing with Cam and Dex and Giles and everything like that. And she seemed like she had a little bit of smoke about the whole thing, right? Just a tiny ounce. My whole thing was like, are you gonna give Jocelyn that same smoke? Because why haven't we not sat there and seen that yet? When we're gonna see that? We're gonna see that. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. But yeah, Dex found a body. What happens when you're greedy? What happens when you're greedy? So Nina realizing that she was late to go see visit Wiley and Nina and stuff. Michael just being like, she snipped in late. I gotta sit there and take the kids to bed. And how could she do this? This, that, and the third. I'm like, Michael, why don't you just calm down and see what happened first before you just start assuming. And then when she gets there, this dude gets off in her face talking about, you're being irresponsible, yada yada yada. I'm like, are you gonna give her a chance to talk? Listen, as much as I don't like Nina, why don't you find out what's going on first? Um, And of course, they found out that, Sasha's in bad shape or whatever, and it's just bad. Now, instead of Michael sitting there being like, okay, well, now I understand why you were there for. He didn't even bother to apologize. I was like, bro, I don't even like this chick, but damn, bro, like, really? Um, he did thank Sonny. It's funny. He did sit there and thank Sonny for looking out for Sasha. Found out that she was in Fahrenheit. And, Sonny, he got connections. He's like, yo, listen, I got somebody there. They're going to sit there and take care of her. He's like, thanks, Dad. I just want to sit there and remind people. Remember, he was all pissy and everything like that about how Sonny is blood money and this, that, and the third. Now he's using connections to sit there and help with his friends. He's like, oh, thanks, Dad. Not even thanks, Sonny, or thanks. No, thanks, Dad. Oh, that's sweet. Because not that long ago, you want to sit there and put saying Dad in jail. I love it. Carly is new owner of Kelly's, which is pretty much what everyone said because um, well, let's be honest. Even if you didn't sit there and read the spoilers or watch some of these channels that be doing their spoilers that be getting like 80% wrong or like maybe 20% right, the writing was on the wall. Um, because Joss, she wasn't happy that she got blindsided about this whole news thing because she found out that's what the call was about. Is that the house is for sale. She was like, "Oh, how about you just, let me give you my money or whatever, my trust fund, and you'll sit there and be fine, or let Sonny or Dad help you out, right?" Which is pretty hilarious because not that long ago she was all like, "Sonny is evil. Sonny is this, that, and the third." Amazing. In the same episode, they sat there and was happy, or whenever it benefits them, then Sonny's fine. Let Sonny sit there and take care of it. I mean, the same guy you was there acting like a too, like that guy. Multiple times, Carly does the things I can't do that because it's not going to look good. And then she asks again. She's like, towards the end, she was like, let Sonny or somebody help you out. I'm just like, you can't be this stupid. like you cannot be this dumb. It's not possible. Um, Apparently Bobby is in Amsterdam. So they're gonna probably deal with that at some point. They will. I mean, I was really odd though. They didn't deal with on days John Anderson. They didn't deal with that yet, and we still wait. Just still waiting. Maybe I'm sitting there thinking, right? There was a woman on B&B. Her name was Sally. They didn't actually kill her off. They didn't actually sit there and kill off the character. They just had to just kind of ride into the sunset, even though that the actress passed. And I'm thinking maybe that's what they'll do with Days. They're not gonna do that. I highly doubt they're gonna sit there and do that with Bobby. But I guess time will tell. Most likely not, but who knows? Oh, Ben and Liz, they go on a date. That was it. He asked her out. She said yes. For anyone that actually cares, which I'm pretty sure is not a lot of people. Okay, so Yuri and Terry, they wound up exchanging keys, right? And it's supposed to be this nice, sensitive, really nice little, cutesy moment. See, the problem with that is that, do you really care? Like, do you really genuinely actually care? Say that. Because let's be honest. When was the last time we sat there and saw Terry? Besides nagging Finn about being co-chief, which he's just like, I don't know, maybe. I didn't say no yet. I guess I'll wait and see. Which most likely he's gonna sit there and say yes. But my point is, we don't really see them too often. So it's like, why should anyone be invested? I think that's the issue. I feel people would. I don't know. It's just stupid. I mean, granted, the cast is already bloated enough, and yes, I still do want Betty on this show permanently, but like, what's the point? Point. There may be some trouble with Valentine. Yuri's not you trying to call him, and the phone hung up or whatever. So he's just like, he's not really too sure. He doesn't really know. Book, book. You know, I really did like that scene with Drew. I know a lot of people don't like Drew for like X amount of reasons, right? One thing that me and Drew sit there and say that we have in common: we hate bullies, right? And when Book came in there, ordering Cyrus around, telling him to go get this book or whatever, and Drew's like, no, 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 no. You got hands, you got eyes, you got feet. Why don't you go and do it yourself? And Book got up in his face. I'm like, bro, listen. Just because you dealt with Spencer, you might want to sit there and bring that energy level with Drew. Okay, you might just want to just bring it down just a couple of notches. And Drew did not back down. And he took him and his friend and he left. He was not happy. Now, Drew's not looking at the situation like, why are you scared of him? Like, I heard you was like really, because he approached him originally because he thought that that's awesome. He thought that Cyrus had something to do with the shooting. It's like, oh, I know how much you don't like Sonny, whatever. Did you do something, because Curtis got shot? And I'm not just like, and if he did, what are you gonna do about it? Like seriously, like let's just sit there and say in an alternate universe, he was like, yeah, I did it. I mean, I was trying to get Sonny, but whatever happens, happens. What are you gonna do about it? I mean, it's like seriously, what? There's nothing he can really do. There's really not. If Cyrus was still the powerhouse, there's nothing he can do about it. So I sat there, was like, bro, what's with the bravado? I mean, I know he's all like Bible quotes, this, that, and the third, but let's just sit there and say he wasn't. And what? But you know, Cyrus is like, it seems like he's not the same like Book and his the people that's associated with him, or just there's some really scary dudes. Up until a point where even the warden, wouldn't do anything. Right. So that's interesting. That is interesting. Let me make sure that I got everything. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. I can't think of anything else. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Stay safe. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If I missed anything, you know what to do. Come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all, all the soaps, B&B, Days, GH, and why not. We'll sit there and go through them all. And, yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next video.